think you'll see this shortly when we go into native SharePoint. It doesn't really look like a project management tool. So I'm going to move to a native SharePoint project site, as Mihal had mentioned earlier. And I'll just bring this guy up here. So this is a vanilla SharePoint or a native SharePoint site. As you can see, you're presented here with a number of getting started tiles. These range from sharing your site, bringing the right people together, adding lists and libraries, what's your style, and even going to changing your site and the brand and the look and feel, and how your site is presented and so forth. We already have one web part here which covers documents. There is some links here down the left-hand side, and as I'll show you in a minute, there's some further options here up on the top and right as well, if you can follow my cursor there. So just to move to adding lists, libraries, and other apps. This is typically one that is commonly used. This allows you to add a variety of different apps. Obviously, the most noteworthy or most popular apps are listed first, and that varies from your document library, creating a brand new custom list on a set of items that you want to create, track and record, or adding such things as a project task list, which is common. So I'll just go back here because I've already added a project task list. So just to give you an idea what that looks like. So if I go to my left-hand side here, to my navigation, and I open up my project task, this essentially is what it looks like. I can go in here, I can edit. I have the task name, I have the due date and the assigned to. The edit gives you a data sheet view, very, very similar to Excel. I can go in here, let's say, create a new task. I'm going to call it task 4. I can actually copy down the date from above like you would in Excel, just bring that straight down. The assigned to, again, I can copy it or I can open it and search in the people and groups for Sean. Hopefully it'll find me. There I am, and I can add it to the assigned to list. So that's other task now is actually assigned to me. And obviously, you know, you can continue on that on down until you have a fully comprehensive task list. Just stop editing on that, and now it's actually added that to my task list. So that's a very simple list that comes from SharePoint with the ability, as I showed you, just to go in and add tasks and so forth, libraries and other apps, other applications from the actual repository that's contained in there. Another key feature, and that's commonly used, is here on the top hand side, and I'm going to show you how to add a web part for that project task list that I've just created. So if I go in here to edit, essentially what it's doing, it's editing that page. I can insert, and I'm going to insert a web part. And I'm going to take that project task list, which is there. It's in the apps category, and it's a project task, and I'm actually going to add that. Okay, from here, I can actually edit that web part. I might like to call it something different. I'm going to call it my project task, for example. I can apply that and OK it. And then save that. And there you have the web part that's actually showing my project task list. And from there, it's a list. It's got full list functionality. I can go in there, create a new task, edit a task, and so forth.